Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to be reading about the Native Americans of the Northwest Coast. Up at the top, we have a picture that shows totem poles and longhouse. We have the area that these Native Americans are from, and then we also have a depiction of a whale. Right? It says the Northwest Coastal region is home to many tribes such as the Haida, Chinooks, Macaws, and Quicoodle. The early tribes of the Northwest Coast didn't practice democracy. Democracy includes all citizens in their government. Instead, the wealthy people ruled the clan. The wealthier men had more power. Generosity was highly valued because of the focus on wealth. The wealthiest clan at any given time had the most power in the region. The Northwest Coastal region has many resources for survival. This region offers relatively mild winters and summers. It is often cool and damp. That helped plants grow and thrive. There are many rivers, lakes, and coastal waters nearby, which serve as sources of water for the people and the animals that are hunted. It also provides a place for fish and other aquatic means water dwelling, animals to live. There are vast forests that are home to wild animals. Because this area is so rich in natural resources, it was easy for its early residents to live. They could be hunters, gatherers, and fishermen. There wasn't much need for agriculture or farming since food was already plentiful. The Northwest Coast region is well known for its abundance of food. Animals roam the forests along the Northwest Coast. They often migrate throughout the forests and along waterways. The early peoples commonly hunted animals such as rabbit, deer, and elk. They also fished and hunted much of their food from nearby waters. Salmon, seal, and whales were some of their favorite prey. They used harpoon-type spears to catch them. Whales, their main source of food, were the most difficult to catch. However, it was worth the effort. Sometimes it would take days to catch a whale, but it would provide the people with food, rope, and skin for containers. Blubber, which is whale fat, could be used as oil and drizzled on food. The Northwest Coast peoples traveled by canoes made out of cedar wood. They were called dugouts and used to catch seafood. They also traveled by foot to gather foods in the wild. The bushes gave them berries. The waters provided shrimp, animal eggs, and oysters. To gather food, the peoples created beautiful baskets. Some baskets were woven with a unique family design. Since the Northwest Coast peoples did not have to go far for food, their homes were sturdy and made for permanent residence. Most of them lived in long, rectangular buildings called longhouses. They were made from huge cedar planks. The giant cedar trees would be cut down and then split with beaver teeth and stone axes. One opening served as a door to the home. Another open top allowed smoke from their fires to escape. Longhouses were so large that several families lived in one home. Like all North American tribes, the Northwest Coast peoples have many traditional beliefs and customs. They had a medicine man called a shaman. He was known to control spiritual forces. He could use magic to help cure the sick. Shaman is still practiced today. Haida people were from the Northwest Coast. The Haida were born either ravens or eagles. They own certain crests that represent their clan. They hold the right to display these crests. The members would construct totem poles of cedar wood. They carved their crests on the poles. The animals or symbols had meaning. Each represented something in the creator's life. Each carving has a three-part story: the past, the present, and the future. Only the creator of the pole was permitted to tell his story. Sometimes he chose to keep it a secret. Totems were used for display, personal identity, and ceremonies. Since these tribes had no written language, the stories behind these poles were told orally. The totem poles could get up to 40 feet high. They would be found near the entrance of the owner's longhouse or grave marker. When the peoples were ready to raise and honor the totem pole, they often held a potlatch. A potlatch was a celebration that lasted for days. At a potlatch, there would be a grand feast. Invited guests would receive many lavish gifts. This was a sign of wealth and generosity. The Kwakiutl clan is another Northwest Coast tribe. They still practice potlatches today. Potlatches celebrate many events. They may celebrate status, wealth, marriage, important people, loved ones, leadership, or the people's relationship to the animal spirits. Their songs, stories, dances, and ceremonies honor the things in nature around them. For example, they honor the animals, salmon, cedar trees, and rivers. Now here on the back, and at the end, we have this graphic organizer. I know you've seen one similar to this before. This one is specifically about the Native Americans of the Northwest Coast. So our words here, we have transportation. How did they get around? We have food. What did they eat? Where did they get it from? Shelter. Where did they live? Environment. What's the area around them like? And then other facts down at the bottom. And that is it. Good luck, guys.